I'm pretty sure nobody wants to know about them at the moment, but if you want to be picking fresh homegrown salad all year long, you might as well get some started if you've not done already. And a good rule to follow is to sow fresh seeds, a salad and spring onions every 2 weeks, and then between now right up till autumn you'll never run out. And we don't want to be going down to the supermarket and buying those bags of pre-packed salad that probably last about 2 days and then you throw most of it away. You might as well just do cut and come again salad containers, because then you can just take what you need as you need it. It's fresher, and then the rest is going to grow on and keep producing more for you. So that's what I'm doing. These have been in here for quite a while now, as you'll have noticed over the last few videos, and they've got to a really good size. We've got a mixture of salad leaf in there, but the longer we leave them inside these packs, the slower they're going to grow. So we need to take them out. I can see that they're not root bound by any stretch at the moment, but don't let them get to that stage if you can help it. Move them on. They're going to grow a lot faster when you'll be harvesting fresh salad before you know it. So I'm going to put them in a container. Last year we used a lot of these caramel wash bowls because they have got quite a bit of depth to them, so plenty of room for your roots. And we've grown everything in there, from salads, spring onions, bulbing onions, beetroot, all sorts of things like that. Very small space, very little compost, but you're getting something from it. Or you could use something like these. These containers are what we get from Poundland. They're not a bad size. We drill lots and lots of extra holes in the bottom though, just to make sure we've got proper drainage. And I like to do them in containers like these because we can interplant as well. We can have some fresh salad growing down centre and then something else on the outside that we're going to harvest a bit later on. And also what we're planting there will give us 2 options when it comes time, and I'll show you what I mean. First we need to get some compost in this tub, and once again it's raining, it's not going to stop all day long. Nothing new there. I've got my compost already sorted, I've sieved it as well, and then I'm just going to add some lumpy stuff to the bottom. This sort of stuff is what's left after we sieve it. So you can see it's quite lumpy, but it's perfect for putting it at the bottom of your containers because that helps with drainage as well. So we'll pop some of that in there. That's also saving you on your good compost as well. Got tubs on it all over the place that I save. So a nice bit of a filling on the bottom of there. Even though it's really lumpy, it's still new compost, so there's nutrition in it as well. And then I'm just going to fill that up with a sieved compost. You don't have to use sieve when you're putting plants in, it's just that this is already done. Quick, simple job, and leave yourself a bit of a gap between the top of that compost and the top of that container. The only problem with these things is sometimes they go a little bit out of shape, but for what we're doing it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to compress it down a little bit. That's just giving us a nice level bed. And then we'll move some of these seedlings into the new home. I'm not going to wet this compost because I'm going to pop it outside in that rain once I've finished, and they can get a bit of natural watering instead. So these are really nice looking little plants. Multi-sown. We've got a video on all that sort of stuff if you've never seen that done before. So I just like to select some nice size ones, but also some that's got a mixture of different types of green. Sometimes when you take these out, they're not happy about it, and they might just come out like that, all fall into bits, but that don't matter. Just going to pop one in its centre. Make sure you plant these really deep as well, especially if that compost is falling apart like that. Keep them nicely pinched together. Plenty of roots there, and then we're just going to push those in and pinch the entire thing together so it's a nice little compact plant like that. And then I'm going to do a couple more. We're going to put 3 in this one container. So this one come out, it's still together, and again lots of roots. So we've pre-made as holes, and you can see that these are really nice plants. So in, pinch that all together nice and tight like that. Again, another nice little plant. And then we'll do the same with something else. And I'm picking this one because again it's a different type of lettuce. So we've got quite a mixture in there. So let's get that pushed into that compost again, pinched together, and just like that we've got a multi-salad leaf planter. And these are called mixed French salad. Apart from doing that, I'm making this little drill along both sides of this container. Not very deep, but we're going to use that to interplant something else, and that's radish, because radish is your fastest growing vegetable that you can grow. And of course it serves 2 purposes. You can harvest it for leaves like you would your salad, or you can leave it to grow on and get bulbs as well. So I'm just going to take a few of these and I'm just going to direct sow some seeds into this container. And if I put quite a few in, that gives us the choice of either taking leaves as they're growing or waiting for bulbs. Or obviously you could do both. Entirely up to you. But just a few seeds in this container. Just like this. Perfect. Just keep them in that little trench, and then everything has got its own growing space. And it's as easy as that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to flick that compost back over the top to cover those seeds up. And that's your multi-salad container all finished. So a really quick and easy job to do on a miserable Sunday morning. And that's this little planter set up. And then we've got the leaves growing on that we're going to start harvesting when they're big enough. Because you just take them whenever you decide they're big enough for you. Meanwhile, we're going to have a second batch growing of these French breakfast radish that we can either take leaves from or wait until they produce bulbs. But either way, very small container, not a lot of compost. And you've got your first mixed salad container for 2024. So what I'm going to do with this now is I'm just going to pop it outside on a raised area, let it get a natural watering, and then later on I'll take that indoors and pop it on a windowsill. So it's a few degrees warmer, and then them seeds are going to germinate that little bit quicker. So if you've never done a multi-salad container before and you haven't got a lot of space, you can make one of these and just leave them indoors. So give it a go, see what you think. And as we do this, we're sowing fresh seeds every 2 weeks now, and also we're doing spring onions, and then we can keep making these containers. So as one container runs out, we've got another one already on go. So we'll never have to buy salad from the supermarket for the entire year. It's got to be worth doing just for that alone. Anyway, if you want to see what else I'm doing as we approach spring, please hit that subscribe button, press that notifications bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.